Why, yes, I will have some chocolate. Thanks, Lint. Do you feel like every video opens with this? Me eating chocolate? Seeing a pattern? I only roll the camera for like, what, 10 minutes every couple days? Imagine how much chocolate I'm eating when it's not rolling. So good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be doing a 22-week pregnancy update. I didn't do an update last week because there wasn't really much change from the week before. And I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to talk just for the sake of talking. But this week, a few new developments, so I thought I would check in with you guys. It's been great here in Switzerland. I hope everyone is getting into the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, holiday spirit, whatever you celebrate, and getting amped up for this festive time of year. It's been so great here in Switzerland. Christmas markets are like such a staple of Swiss culture, German culture, Austrian culture. It's just such a European thing. So I don't go to the Christmas markets for the stuff. I go for the food. And since I'm pregnant this year, I am living my best Feliz Navidad life. Went to this Christmas market in Eileen in Switzerland. It's about 35 minutes away from me a few days ago, and they had bread. Yeah, imagine in the United States like a hoagie roll, or in the UK like a baguette. And they have this giant metal thing that sticks up like this, and they stick the bread down on it so that it makes a hole in the bread. And then they have a tap, imagine like a beer tap, fondue cheese. Okay, people? If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it because I could not stop raving about it and posting videos and everything. Melted cheese into the bread, you eat it. I'm pregnant. I don't go on the eating for two, but I did that day. Had two of them. So good. So it's been great here. We are going to Strasbourg in France this weekend, and I will try to bring the camera along just to show you guys a bit more. That will be Patrick, Andy, and I. So it's just fun all around this Christmas season. Let's get into my 22-week pregnancy update. So this app tells me that my baby is as big as a red bell pepper. I think that's kind of tricky because you have like peppers that are this big, you have peppers that are this big, and I've heard squash thrown around, so that's closer to this big. I mean, where are they getting red bell pepper? Because they put a measurement below and say 11 inches, which is about that big. Who's having a bell pepper that's that big? 1 pound, so it's growing. And I'm 22 weeks, I have 18 weeks to go, so I am just a few days shy of 5 months pregnant. The baby has developed taste buds. Food kind of gets broken down and stuff, and the flavors of the food kind of pass through where the baby's hanging out, and they get some of the taste through the placenta. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but the baby can taste the stuff that I'm having a little bit. So if I have something really spicy, the baby will probably start to kick. Probably like, calm down with the spice, Eileen, okay? Calm down, mommy. I don't want vindaloo yet, okay? That's a spicy Indian dish. If I have something sweet, like all the chocolate I'm eating today, the baby will start to move, and I can feel it, which is really cool. Also too, this week the baby starts to see light, and obviously it hears really well, but if I shine a flashlight or a torch for my friends in the UK, the baby will see the light. So I've been telling Patrick that and letting him kind of move a torch across my stomach, and he loves that. And he's trying to feel kicks, but they're still just not strong enough that he can feel them. I'm really looking forward to that day. The bump has popped. Let's take a look. That's front view. I mean, you don't need to see my bare stomach anymore, but look. Ooh! She's popped, people. She got a bump. Bump, bump, do the bump, bump, bump. What? I have a bump now. It's so awesome. With my pregnancy with Patrick, I never got paranoid about people saying like, oh my gosh, you're huge, or oh my gosh, the bump's so big, whatever. I worked at a men's fashion company, and I didn't like it when the men in the building commented on how big I was. But for some reason, when women said stuff, it didn't bother me at all. I never minded if women or children touched the bump. I don't care about any of that. But if you're a dude, don't touch my bump. It's a little me too. You can't really do that anymore. Could you ever do it? You shouldn't do it. Anyway, the bump is getting bigger. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing form-fitting clothes. I am like embracing being pregnant so much this time around, and I just didn't with Patrick. Obviously with my history, if you're new here, I had 7 pregnancy losses. This is an IVF baby, so I am just like so grateful. And people are lucky I'm not walking around with a giant snowflake painted on my bare belly, letting it all hang out. I've thought about it. I haven't thought about it. Could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. I would do it because I don't care. That's what's amazing. I'll probably make a whole video about this, but it is amazing how when you go through a trying, difficult situation, whatever that is in your life, your perspective just changes so much. And the things that I think about that I cared about when I was pregnant with Patrick, I just don't care. I don't care about perception people have of me. I don't care, not like a jerk way, but it's so liberating. I just love it. Yeah, look at my bump. I'm pregnant. I'm gaining weight. It's fine. I'm eating 900 bits of fondue and lots of chocolate. You probably noticed though from my upbeat nature, I have tons of energy now. I'm out of the sick phase. I'm in that sweet, sweet, gorgeous second trimester. Sleeping well. I'm not having any issues sleeping. I remember with Patrick, I was up peeing all the time. And I'm just not this pregnancy, sleeping through the night. Amazing, enjoy it while it lasts. And it's strange because I'm drinking so much water. I am craving water the same way I craved like fruit smoothies when I was pregnant with Patrick. I just want water all the time, which is really good, right? On the flip side, I also crave chocolate. As you've seen, it's the holidays too, and I live in one of the chocolate capitals of the world. I'm loving all the chocolate. I also really crave my San Pellegrino. It is a carbonated fruit drink. It's like soda, and let's see, how much sugar does it have? Yeah, like 25 grams of sugar. What is like, I guess Coke and stuff like that has like 40 or something. Like it's really bad for you. And when I was pregnant with Patrick, I always wanted lemon, but now I am on the orange train. Fruit. What's it with me, pregnancy and fruit? Not normally a fruit person. Also, something I never drank. I mean, believe me when I tell you I never drank Coke. In my pregnancy so far, I've probably had like 3 Cokes. I'm not talking Diet Coke, I'm talking full fat, full sugar Coke. And before my pregnancy, I don't remember the last time I had a Coke. Maybe a few years ago. I just don't drink soda. Wine, coffee, water. Anything else? It's good, I don't keep Coke in the house. So if I am craving something, that kind of sweet carbonated drink, I'll have a San Pellegrino because it's not quite as bad. But if I'm in a store and I feel the craving coming on, I'm like, all right, I'll buy one. But in Europe, the Cokes, the cans aren't like this, like they are in the States. You can get like a slim, narrow one that's not quite as big a serving, and that works for me. It's just like to get that little taste of sweet, sweet sugar goodness, and I don't have it enough to the point that it burns my tongue and burns my throat when I drink it. I don't know why, what do they put in that stuff, but I love it right now. I've been having a little bit of acid reflux still. I get it when I bend over. It's not like when I'm eating, which it was with Patrick. It's after, it's like in between meals. If I bend over a weird way, if I'm running around with Patrick, I do get like a burning in my throat. But it's manageable. I feel like I was like living on Gaviscon. I don't know what the equivalent in the United States would be. It would be like Pepto-Bismol. I was living on that when I was pregnant with Patrick, but now a friend of mine gave me some pills to take if it gets really bad, but it hasn't been that bad. So I haven't been on any kind of medication. That's great. I'm still taking folate. Everything's good. One interesting thing living in Switzerland versus the United States that's come up, I was speaking to our health insurance the other day. I'm living on a private healthcare system again in the UK. It was NHS, so everything was paid for in your tax dollars, so you just didn't have to worry about coordinating insurance. Speaking to my Swiss insurance people here, and they said, oh, you're pregnant, we need to get your unborn child covered for insurance. My unborn child? What? Don't they get insured once they're born? But she explained to me, if anything happens and you go into labor really early, you have to go in for an emergency C-section, or something goes wrong and the baby is born preterm, so if the baby was born at 25 weeks or something, it covers the baby. Because right now, the baby gets covered like from your due date, so this kind of covers anything directly involved with the baby before it's born. You know these like crazy cases where people do surgery in utero on babies and stuff like that? You have to have a specific insurance to cover that baby in the womb. Do you have this in the States? I've never heard of it before, but I was like, all right. Give the baby some insurance. Nothing else Switzerland, US, but while I'm on that topic, I just did a podcast interview last week with the Birth Abroad podcast. I will put a link to those below, but it talks all about giving birth in the UK as an American in the first part of the series, and the second part of the series, I talk a little bit about our long journey to this point in time It's triggering if you have suffered from pregnancy loss or miscarriage, or if you're going through IVF. I talk a lot in depth about our 7 miscarriages. So if you're not in a position that you can really listen to it now, it's there if you want. Obviously you don't have to. And if you think it might help somebody, please feel free to pass that along. That's it for me today, guys. I will be back maybe next week if there's like a big development. No, I'll be back next week because I want to share with you guys the Strasbourg Christmas markets also. And Vlogmas, so sorry about Vlogmas. December 1st kind of came and went and I was like, no, I'm not doing Vlogmas. I forgot about it. I will see you guys next week. I hope wherever you are, you're having an awesome, awesome day. And if you're not in the Christmas holiday spirit, get there. It doesn't last long, it's just a few weeks. It's beautiful. Don't get wrapped up in all the commercial crap. Just get wrapped up in all the nice, wonderful, amazing things that are happening. And if you have a few dollars, pounds, euros, francs to give to an organization that you believe in, they depend on that money, do that this time of year. That's my soapbox. I'm done. Have an awesome, awesome day, guys. See you soon. Bye. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. Let your everyday be merry. Happy holidays to you. What?